Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I am doing well, and welcome here. This is Mercy Digital TV. This is a channel where we do real estate, vlogs, and also travels. So in today's video, it's a bit different from what we do. Today we're having a sit down with me. So I want to give you tea, as they call it in Kenya, of how house hunting, of how you should never pay money before you see a house. Okay, so before we get right into that, why don't you give me a thumbs up, comment, and like. Please like my video, like. I'll appreciate all that. So guys, as I was telling you, I want to give you a story that happened to me. So I got this call from a particular client. The client was living a bit far from NAKURU, but he had a son who wanted to relocate here in NAKURU, and the son was a student. Okay, so the son was coming to school to study here in NAKURU, so they needed a bed sitter here in NAKURU. So when they went to Google, they Googled and then they found my number. So they called me and asked me whether I could help them get a bed sitter here in NAKURU, just here in NAKURU. So I asked them their budget, and then I told them when I find one, I'll let them know so that they can plan on the day to come, so that they can get they can come see whether it is of their preference. So guys, it happened. They were always giving me pressure, like, because the son was supposed to come, that guy was supposed to come to school that week, yet they called me like 2 days to. So I told them to give me some few days, so that because it's not easy to find a house. You guys, I know you know the hassle of finding a house. And so they told me they gave me up to Saturday. Yet they had called me on, I think, on Wednesday. So I told them, let me work out and make a few calls, and then I'll let you know. So this guy, so I looked for a house. So I was so busy, I didn't manage to go find a house for them. So in the evening, the son now called me and told me, Mercy, did you find a house? I told him I'll go tomorrow so that I can do thorough checking, because I didn't manage to go today. So he told me, okay, just look, you don't have people that you can call, that you can connect us to. I told him, okay, I prefer going per. If you want a house in White House, I always go to White House. I find a house for you from the owner. I communicate with the owner, so that when you come, you directly deal with the real owners of the house. So these guys, they told me, you don't have any number that you can help us. So I think they saw like I was not helping them. So they told me, Aki, kindly look for us a number, any person who deals with the house, and then we'll go on from there. So I went to Facebook. So maybe most guys know, those that have looked for a house here in NAKURU. I always go. I do like 5 videos or minimum 3 videos. I do for you 3 minimum videos. I do for you, and then I edit, I send for you, and then you choose the house that it's of your preference. So these guys were in a hurry, so I didn't manage to do all that. So they told me to look for a number to give them, so that they can call, so that they can make their own planning and come and look for a house. So because I wanted to help them, I went to Facebook. Going to Facebook, I went to those groups that deals with houses, houses in NAKURU iko nyumba ya kulet, all those groups. I went there and I took my book. I wrote all the numbers there from these different groups, and there were common numbers. So I said these common numbers must be the ones the real deal that deals with house. So I thought they were agencies. So me, I picked the common ones, the most common house, the most common numbers in all those groups. So I came, I called them, I told them I have a client who wants a babysitter tomorrow, and their budget is this and this, and their location is also this one. So they told this guy told me, we have one, and it was being renovated. The one who was staying here and just hammered, and now it has finished being renovated, and the owner is a reverend. You hear? The owner is a reverend, and previously he was charging 5,000, but now that he has renovated, I know he's going to charge not less than 5,500, at most 6,000. So what you do, talk with him nicely so that he will do it for you, for your client, at 5,000. So he asked me, do I give you the number to the reverend? He's a very good man. All he wants is he loves honest people. He doesn't like those people who say they'll pay tomorrow, and then when tomorrow comes they give stories. I told him, no, I have a client, and this client is desperately in need of a house by tomorrow. So he told me, okay, let me send you the number to the reverend. So I called the reverend. So I called him. I told him, yeah, I've been given your number by so and so, and he has told me you have a babysitter here in this location. Yeah, he told me, yes, I have that house, and you are the second person who is calling, needing the same house, because there is another lady who needs the same house. So whoever comes first between the two of you is the one who will have the house. So Masini Nani, the reverend told me, because of the way you've talked to me nicely, you're full of respect, I'm gonna give you the first priority to get this house. And I was like, oh, wow, favor is upon me. The favor of the Lord is upon me. You guys. So I told him, so I called these clients of mine who had seen me on YouTube. So when I called them, I told them how this man, he's a man of God. He's told me he's a reverend, and I've also been told by the one who referred to me that he is a reverend, and he has several houses. He has 2 bedrooms and also babysitters here in NAKURU. So they told me, right now we've already exceeded the limit, because they were paying school fees for this boy. So they had already exceeded the limit. They had already exceeded the limit of withdrawing money. So this man begged me. He told me, Marcy, please don't let that house go, because you really know how we need tomorrow to come, this guy to come with some items so that we can hammer as soon as possible. So I told them, okay, let me see whether he agrees. If he doesn't agree, you don't worry. Tomorrow I'll go find another house for you, because we can't lack a house here in NAKURU. Houses are so many. So the guy was really in love with this house, because now I told the reverend, I've not seen the house. Can you kindly send me the pictures on WhatsApp? So the reverend told another person to send me the pictures. All right. So the pictures were sent to me, and I sent to the client. So the client was really in love with this house, because the house was looking top notch. So to cut the long story short, the next day now we were to meet with the client to the place of destination, and then we meet with the reverend, the owner now of the house, and then we see the house, and then we make the payments. So the next day, very early in the morning, so the clients, you see, the reverend told me, if you don't pay by 9 a.m, if 9 a.m. and you've not paid, I'll give the other lady, I'll give her the priority, because you are not a truthful person. So I told the reverend, no, you just give me by 9. Now I talked to the client. The client told me by 7 we'll be in NAKURU. So what you do, I'll call you when we are just some few meters away so that you can prepare and come and go. And true to their words, to the client's words, they came very early in the morning. I woke up at 6. I prepared. I went. I arrived before them. And I waited for them. So I told them the directions. They came because now the Reverend had given me a landmark. He had told me about a certain hotel that is called Blue Bay here in NAKURU. So he told me the bedsitters were near this hotel that is called Blue Bay in NAKURU. So me, because I know Blue Bay, I was like, this one. So we went. The day came and we went. So we went there, and the clients now found me there. So we stayed there, and then they asked me, why this Reverend is not coming? I told them, let me call him, and then we hear where he is. So I made a call to the Reverend. I asked him, Reverend, and the Reverend was in the call. He was so nice. He was telling me, hi, my daughter, how are you, my daughter? My daughter, just give me 7 minutes, I'll be right there. And I was like, wow, this is the real deal of the man of God. So we waited. 7 minutes came to pass, 1 hour, and we were like, okay. The clients told me to call him again, so I made a call, and the Reverend was like, okay, my daughter, the other lady I was telling you about who needed the house is calling me, abusing me because I did not give her the house. And so I told him, why don't you come and show me the house? He told me, now what you do, you have to pay 5,000. So the house that we were looking for, the bedsitter, was supposed to be 5,000. So the Reverend told me, what you have to do, you guys have to pay 5,000 so that I can give you this house, because this house is on demand, and the two of you are scrambling for this house. So I told him, but he insisted, and he told me, if you don't pay, I won't come, I'll just give out the house. So I told the client was like, he told me, son, you just send the money. The money was sent. So I called to the Reverend to ask him whether he got the money. So I'm calling him. I asked, hey, Reverend, the money has been sent. Have you gotten it? Yeah, he told me, yeah, my daughter, I've gotten it. Give me 7 minutes. I'll be right there. So I was like, okay. So we were patiently there. Remember, I was there around 6:30 in the morning, and the clients came at 7. At 7, they were there. So we waited 7 minutes. 7 minutes came to pass. And I was like, the client was like, I will call him and ask him where he is. I called him. Imagine he's still picking the call. He told me, Mercy, I was taking the house keys from the manager, so I'm just, give me some minutes, I'll be right there. So, and the way this guy was talking, he was like a you see how reverends talk. He was talking like a reverend. Well, we waited, my people. We waited there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, and boom, he blocked me. What? Because now I was calling. Now when I saw that time was going and he's not picking my calls, I was calling call to call, back to back. So when he saw that I was doing that, he blocked me. So I told the other client, can you take your phone and call him? I gave him the number. He picked. Imagine, he picked. So when he heard that the client was with me, he cut the phone and also blocked the client. Where? So the client was also with his son. So we told the son to call him. He picked, but when he had, because he said, I'm refunding back that money. So see, we waited for the money to be refunded. It was never refunded. So now the client was upon me. You are the one who told me to send the money. You are the one who told me to send the money. Hey? Guys, have you ever felt like your head is going to burst? Yeah? That is what I felt. The client was like, me, I don't know that person. You are the one I know. I want back my money. Yeah. So I was like, wow. He told me. So now the client started lecturing me. You are the one who connected me to this person. I didn't know the person. You are the one that I know. I don't know whether you guys are working together with the con man. Maybe you are the con woman. And I was like, okay. So he told me, so I had a friend who is a police officer. He's called, I won't mention his name. So he's based in another police station away from where we were. So I told this client, can we go and report? He told me no. You have to first find my money. Give me my money, because I was dealing with you. Even though we go to the police station, you are the one who is going to be jailed. Imagine, guys, I was in a hot soup. So the client was now all over me, lecturing me, telling me that I didn't do my due diligence. And so I called this policeman. So he told me, because he was on another different location, he told me, what you do, go report where you are, and then when you're given the OB number, I'm going to follow up. So we walked. It was very far where the police station was. It was somewhere interior. So we walked. We went, and then we found this police officer. Let me tell you, here. So I went, I told him the whole story of how it happened, and he was like, you mean this money, you paid it this morning? We have to get this guy. And I was like, wow, thank you. These guys are doing their work nicely, because the treatment I received there from that police officer. Okay. So I was like, okay. He told me, madam, don't worry, your money is going to come back, because now I had to find I took my own money to refund the client. So the money that now I'm chasing is my own money, because now this money I had to pay the client, because now the client said, if you're not going to give me the money, when we go to the police station, you are the one that I'm going to report. Well, so guys, yeah. So I found this police officer there, and he was so nice. He listened to me. He told me, madam, don't worry, your money is going to come back. And in fact, you're going to get your 5,000, but we are going to charge him extra because of that behavior that he has. And mark you, these phone calls, these phone numbers that we were talking with the Reverend, they are still going through. They are still on. Even right now, when you call that number, they are still on, and their numbers are still on Facebook groups, yeah, of these men. So I told this police officer, you can call them, because their numbers are still on. The one who connected me to this Reverend, the one who sent me the house pictures, they're still here. And he told me, madam, don't worry, you write all the details here. He took my phone, he took the client's phone, the message, the M-Pesa message that he had sent, the 5,000, he checked, he wrote everything, the numbers and all the numbers he wrote. Well, now it came to the end. The police officer told me, now for me to serve you, you have to serve me. Yeah? For me to serve you, you have to serve me. What do you mean by that in Kenya? When you want to be helped, if I wanted that police officer to help me get my money, lazima ningetoa kitu kidogo. I had to corrupt them. And mark you, I had already taken 5,000. I had already gone loss of 5,000 that I had to pay back to this client that was sent to this Reverend. And now I'm being asked to pay another extra money to do a follow-up on this. money. And I was like, what? I'm not even sure whether this money is going to come back. That is for one. Because this police officer because this police officer was kind of drunk. I could tell he was really smelling pombe. He was drunk. So I just told God, you know what? I'm not going to do this kind of shit. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna leave everything unto you. As long as my client have returned the money, I have given him back the money and he's satisfied. I'm just going to wait on you. You're going to pay me back. You know, I didn't con anybody. I was doing it with a clean heart. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my client was satisfied. So I was given the OB. I called my friend, the police officer, and I told him, oh, here I don't see whether I'll be helped because they are asking me to give out to corrupt them. And I don't feel like I'm going to do it because I've already used a lot of money to pay back the client. And imagine that is how my story, that is how my money got lost doing this. Yeah, so I just said I'm not going to do a follow-up on this case. I'm just going to leave it. But I would appreciate if these men were not even for me, not even for my money, but for other people who are using Facebook. You know, there are people who go to Facebook and check out numbers and then they call, they want a house. How many people like me, or rather like my client, are being conned? How many people are these people calling people? You see? So that is why mainly I went to the police station, because I was like, how many people are being done this? Because there are phone numbers I can guarantee you. When you go to house to let in Nakuru, sijui house iko Nakuru, all those groups, you'll find their numbers, and these people are not genuine, they are con people. So I'm telling you, my subscribers, please, if you want a house, please don't just pay for a house that you've not seen and you don't even know whom you're dealing with. Make sure you do your due diligence. And don't be in a hurry also to look for a house. If you're looking for a house, don't be in a hurry to look for a house. Take your time, do your due diligence, know the person you're dealing with, and that way you're going to avoid these scenarios, like that scenario that I had. So I thought I thought of sharing this with you because I felt it was really part of what I do, and I don't want you guys to get into this, to what I got into, because I really felt bad. 5,000 in. So yeah, guys, that is my story. That's how I was. That's how I lost my money, and justice was not done because now I had to pay another extra money, of which I saw no. I didn't see any sense paying back extra money to get my money back, because I was telling the police officer, why don't you help me get the money, and when I get the money, now I can deduct the money to pay you fair. And he was like, no, you have to give me something, young lady. And so I thought, what if my money doesn't come back? Nikaona hakuna sense, so I just let it go. But I'm happy that my client went back with his money. He didn't go saying that he lost his money through my channel. I paid back the money, and I said it's well, God is going to pay me back. Yeah, you know. So guys, please, before you take numbers, especially on Facebook, on this house to let groups on Facebook, there are so many, but most numbers there, they are very common. Those numbers, I can tell you, like I don't want to say the numbers, but just know those numbers on Facebook on houses, they're calling themselves themselves agents or something. Those people are not genuine. They're gonna take your money. They are going to convince you to pay the money, and you're going to get into their box, and your money is going to be lost. So be cautious, be very cautious when you're looking for a house. Don't pay any money if you have not seen a house. All right. So guys, that is all I wanted to share with you. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm doing well. So guys, okay, so please do your due diligence before you pay any money. Don't pay any money if you've not seen a house, and make sure that the person that you're dealing with, you meet them physically. Meet them first physically. Especially if you tell me to look for a house for you, I'll go look and then make videos, and then make sure that we meet with you. All right, make sure that we meet with you. You come, you yourself see the house, and then now make the payments, because I think that's where all this went wrong. So guys, that's all I wanted to share with you. If you're looking for a house, if you're looking for land, PNB, anything, real estate, places to travel, especially here in Nakuru, we are your flag. So remember to subscribe, like, share, comment, leave me a sweet comment there. I know I love you so much, guys. Thank you so much for always coming back to my channel, watching my content. It is not easy. It is not easy. I can tell you for sure. YouTube is not easy as people think. It is. I'm going to make another video about my YouTube journey and all that, but I can tell you it's not easy. Even getting people to watch your content, it's not easy. It is not easy. Even to get 5 subscribers, even 1 subscriber, it is not easy. It is not. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Let's see you in the next one. I don't want to talk so much. I've already talked enough. So all I want to leave you is make sure that you do your due diligence when you're looking, especially on rental properties. Make sure that you do your not only on rental properties, even buying land, even doing buying anything, especially to do with land, property. Make sure that you do your due diligence so that you don't what happened to us and the client doesn't happen to you. So until next time, let's see you again. Bye.